and now we are on for real with Ralph Beaubrun. My French is bad, but he is from Haiti originally and he lives in France and he owns a dance studio and is changing the lives of people all over the world by the joy and healing that happens in his studio, which he's able to share with us. And today let me let him in. One second. And how it helps heal trauma, among other things. I know that when I was, well, backing up a few decades, I always loved to dance. And
Hi.
hey, I'm just talking about you, and I'm saying how in the past, like I loved to dance in my 20s, and then when I got married to my ex, it sort of fell apart. I think I felt very, very judged, and he didn't like to
Um,
dance, and then I became really self-conscious. And like many people in our community, I kind of lost a lot of things that I loved and things about my personality that made me feel happy and joyful. And
too
then,
late.
right? And
It's
then
never
um,
late.
I had, no, it's never too late. And then I ended up getting injured in a taekwondo class and had to go to a gym where I never was. And I saw this dance class happening. It was on Thanksgiving, maybe 15 years ago. And yeah, no, maybe 12 years ago. Anyway, but everyone was dancing to some hip hop song, all different ages, all different kinds of people. And I looked in the window, I was like, I want
You
that. Like,
doing
I
that?
want to feel that again. And so I started joining that class, and I love my teacher. His name is Brandon. He's from Uganda. So shout out to Brandon and Empire Entertainment. But when I found you through, of all people, Judge Lynn Toller, who's a former
That's
divorce
crazy.
court, the judge that we all loved, who's retired. She lost her husband, I was telling you, and she often posts about things that make her feel good. And so
Uh,
I saw your things and I wrote to you and said, my daughter's getting me this for my birthday because I'm so excited. And I love your dancing. And
thank
I
you so
thought, let me
much.
see if I can get him to come on, because our audience, our combined audiences, mine mainly, but yours, I'm sure, because this affects 1 in 3 women and 1 in 5 men, are dealing with a lot of toxicity, especially in terms of their relationships.
Hmm.
And I feel like you have something to, as I said, like start to heal the world when maybe they don't even realize what's going on. So, Ralph, can you now officially introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do and how you got here?
Oh wow. Do you have time? Because it's gonna be long.
That's okay.
Okay. I was born in Haiti. My name is Ralph Beaubrun, which means beautiful brown in English. Beau, beautiful, brun, brown. Yeah, that's my last name.
Perfect.
And I came from a family of artists. My father was an actor. My mom is actress, and all my family, they're like musicians and everything. So funny thing is my mom didn't want me to pursue the artistic route because in Haiti, it's a poor country. You don't live being artist, like being an artist, it's not like a real job. So
Right.
she made, yeah, exactly. You
I,
know what I mean. So
yeah, I think that's like
yeah.
that in most of the world where people think you can't support yourself. How are you going to do
Exactly.
it?
So she wanted us to have an education, and that's why I came to France in Bordeaux, where I had my master's degrees in mathematical engineering.
Really?
Yes, yep. I have a master's degree in
I
medical.
I think I
And
see how the engineering is used in your choreography.
yes, yes, yes. Because I'm very like particular. Like your hands needs to be like
Yes,
this, your head like
yes,
this. Yeah. Like
very
yeah, the details.
helpful.
I'm all about the details. Yeah. And after when I was done with my studies, I started working as an engineer for 4 years actually. But I always had the dancing and the music somewhere, But I had my mother saying, "You need to get a job, you need to do this, and you need to do that." But while I was working, I was taking classes, I was, doing auditions. She didn't know about all of this, But one day, like 4 years after, I decided to quit my job. and I wanted, my dream was to be a professional dancer. I wanted to go on tour with an artist. My dream was to go on tour with Beyonce and, J-Lo and Shakira. Like,
Right.
that was my, like, the biggest. Janet Jackson was my, like, oh, that was my dream. I remember back in Haiti, I was 16 years old, with my VHS, watching videos and doing the choreographies. Like, I was studying the choreographies and I was seeing myself doing that. That was my ultimate dream. And so I quit my job. I went to LA for 2 months. I wanted to take classes because actually I learned by myself. I've never been to a dance class to learn how to dance. Yep.
You're kidding. I
Yeah.
thought when we were just talking before that you were talking about a dance class, but
No,
no.
no, 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 no. I was an engineer. I was just going, like my students right now, taking classes. I was doing the same just to have fun, but not to learn how to dance. Well, I was 6 years old. I was the choreographer of the family. Like, I was the one showing the choreographies to my cousins and my brothers, because I had this thing since 5 years old where I picked up choreographies like that. And I don't know, it's just like I was born like that. And when I went to LA, I started dancing in the Millennium Dance Studio, which is like the famous studio in LA.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to dance because they were so good. And the teachers were going so quick. Oh my God, I was just crying. And I'm like, oh my God, I am, I am not good at all. This is not for me. I just quit my job. What am I gonna do? And blah 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 and blah blah blah. But I stuck there. I kept on going for 2 months, and after 2 months, I got better, got back to friends, unemployed. That was my first time. I was like, oh my God, okay, so now I need to look out for auditions and everything. So I started doing auditions, and everything was always negative. It's a no. I had a lot of no's,
Really?
a lot of
I'm
no's,
so
a
glad
lot of
you're
no's.
sharing this because we all can relate to the
Oh,
rejection on some
oh
level.
my God. It was always rejections. My mother was like, you know what? When a lot of doors closes, one is gonna open. Just continue what you're doing. Because from that point on, she was with me because I had my
I was going to say,
diploma.
what happened? What
I had
happened to
my
the like?
diploma. I had it. So that's
Yeah.
that
So
was
just
the
in
deal.
case, it was a fallback, just in
Exactly,
case.
exactly. So I had my diploma. She was like, you know what? Okay, if it doesn't work, you can go back to work. So it's fine. 2 months, a lot of no's for 2 months. And the third month, this is going to be interesting. Somebody texted me saying, I'm looking for two guys to dance for that upcoming artist, French artist. And, but in my head, I was like, "Ah, French artist, I want to dance for Beyonce. Like, what are you talking about? I don't want any French
I'm
artist. I'm
above that.
dreaming bigger. Yeah. And a friend of mine called me because I told him about it. He was like, you know what? I think you need to stay with that girl. And I think you need to say yes to that upcoming girl because I don't know why. I have like this, like I can sense she's gonna become big. She's gonna be a big star.
Mhm.
My mom, who has a lot of dreams, called me the day after saying, well, I just dreamed about that girl that you told me about. She's gonna be your escalator. You need to stay with her. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like, what is happening? I said yes. She changed my life.
When was this?
That was in 2012,
Okay.
March 2012. I started with this singer that is called Tal, Tal.
Hmm.
All French people know about her because she used to be the Rihanna, the French Rihanna back in
Hmm.
France. I
Yep.
started with her. The song I was dancing with her for blew up.
Really?
We started touring everywhere in Europe. She became my friend. She heard me sing. She was like, oh my God, you sing really well. You know what? You're not going to be my dancer. You're going to be my dancer and my background singer. I
Wow.
became a singer and a background singer.
Uh-huh.
We, we started touring a lot of dates, like everywhere in France, in Switzerland, in Belgium. I started. going to studios with her. I become a songwriter with her. It's crazy. Like
Your mom's
I
dream.
rem
I mean,
I remember being on stage and dancing, and I was like, oh my God, I'm seeing my 16-year-old self dreaming
hmm
about this right now.
yeah.
I was dancing and crying at the same time.
Wow.
And I remember thinking and wishing the same thing for me as a lead, not a
hmm
background,
Yeah.
because I know
Yeah.
how it works. It's all about, you have to have the vision of what you want so that it can happen somehow. The
Right.
how,
Like
you don't know, but
to manifest it.
manifest it. So that's what I was doing. So I was with her for like 7 years. After the 7 years, she decided to quit. And another friend of mine decided to open a studio, LAX Dance Studio. And she was like, Ralph, would you be interested in becoming a teacher there? And I,
hmm
I said, no, actually. I didn't want to be a teacher. You know
Really?
why? Because I think it's because I had this thing in my head where if you are a teacher, you're just gonna be a dance teacher. And I had this, I had my diploma. I'm like, I don't want to be a dance teacher. Like, what are you talking about? And she's like, think about it. And I started thinking about it and going back when I was taking classes while I was engineering, when I was an engineer, I was always put aside. I was always put aside because I wasn't the greatest dancer. I wasn't the one that was the most beautiful or the bigger one, like the muscular one. I was always put aside. But I think I had this kind of trauma and I didn't want to be the teacher doing that. And I'm like, why don't you do the contrary of that? Why don't you have
hmm
a class where you can bring everybody together and you don't like pinpoint, the best or the most beautiful or like the thinner one or like everybody can coexist. And I started doing that and I was like, and I wanted to be a beginner's class
hmm
because a lot of people think they cannot do
Yep.
it. And I want to be the person to show them it's
It's
possible.
almost like the biggest jump,
Yes,
the biggest hurdle
yes,
is the beginner.
yes,
Then once you
exactly,
start, then you'll be fine. But getting over
exactly.
yourself.
I started with 5 students for
And when was
a
this,
year.
Ralph? Wow.
That was in 2015, 16, January, yeah, 15,
So like
2015,
8-ish years ago. 5
8 years ago.
students.
5 students. I had 5 students for 6 months. When we were 10, I was like, oh my God, I have so many students.
We've all been there who own our own business.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my God. One day we had 15. I'm like, oh my God. And it went back to 5 again,
Yeah.
but it's okay. And I kept on going and I kept on going. I didn't want to film my videos, my choreos, because I didn't have confidence in myself. And that's a big problem that I still have. I have a lot of like, I don't believe in my,
I am
yeah,
so
that's the
so
thing.
glad that you of all people are talking about that here because that of course is huge for everyone.
I don't believe in myself. I always doubt. I was this. And my students were the ones saying, why don't you film your choreos and put them on YouTube and Instagram and this? I'm like, are you sure? Well, people are going to judge me because I'm not the best, because I'm doing beginners and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Your choreo is amazing. You have to believe in yourself. Just do it and just do it. The first video I decided to put on YouTube blew up and I have 20 million views right now. And people started coming to my classes and they started to want more and more. And my friend was like, oh my God, I need to have another spot for you because I have so many messages.
Yeah.
So I had 2 spots and it became bigger and bigger. Okay, 3 spots and 4 spots, and each spot's 90 people per class.
Wow.
I'm like, "Oh, how did that happen?" I'm like, what I'm doing is simple. It's not even like
But it's not.
huge
It's not
choreos.
simple.
Yes,
It's
that's,
not
I
simple.
know.
Yeah. There's
It's,
so much more. And that's why we're talking about this because in your mind, it's like no big deal. But even just a couple of the comments had blown by. You've blessed my feed. You've changed my life. And I'm sure these are from people who are not live in your classes.
Well,
They're,
we're getting to
yeah,
that's where exactly where we're going because
right.
I remember if I'm talking about the La Madame dance, you know, the
Yes,
dance like this.
yes, I know.
I remember doing that choreo being like, oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, let me just do this and just do this. I'm like, this is the simplest thing ever. Nobody's gonna care about the song. Nobody's gonna care about the choreo because it's like the so simple, you know what I mean? And it blew up. I still don't understand what is happening. I'm like, how?
I do.
And because I'm seeing my peers doing like, you know, like
It's the energy. It's the energy. All of your videos that I see, there's such a diversity of people, but there's joy. There's
yeah.
joy
Well, that's
in
me. I'm all
everything.
about the joy. I want, that was my, the purpose of it all. Like, if somebody comes to the class, I want smile. I want that person to smile. I want that person to feel great and good. It's funny, Lisa. There are 90 people in the class. If there's one person that is not feeling well, I can sense it. I can
Yep.
feel it.
Hmm.
I can feel it, and I'm not gonna have a good class because I feel like I failed. So I
Yeah.
had to go to that person to
Right.
understand what is happening. And sometimes it has nothing to do with me, you know.
It probably
But
always has nothing to do with you.
yes, I tend to take everything like personal, like, oh my God, I didn't do the job. That person is not well. I need to do everything so that the person can be well. Anyways, yeah. So now it's becoming something else. The dancing, like my classes, I have so many women coming up to me saying, you changed my life.
Hmm.
You saved me.
Yes,
I'm
I
going
said
through
that
my
to my teachers.
divorce.
Yep,
Thanks to
exactly.
you.
Hmm.
You don't have any idea what you're doing,
Right.
the good that you're bringing to my life right now.
Yep,
Thank God I found you because otherwise something bad could have happened.
absolutely.
And so on, and so on, and so on. And I'm like, thank you. And that's when I realized it's not just yes, it's the dancing, but it's beyond that. It goes beyond the dancing. And I think, yeah, I think dancing can heal, and it is healing actually. And I'm
Yeah.
still, I still cannot believe I'm here with you talking about this.
Me
I'm in
neither. I'm thrilled.
disbelief. I'm in disbelief. So yeah, that's me, guys. I don't know what else to say.
No, I have a bunch of questions for you. So, yeah, everything you said really resonates. I know, my teacher who teaches classes, he has different energy, but also very energetic. Same kinds of things because I've talked to him about how he saved my life. Like that first year during the divorce, I didn't talk to anybody. I'd go
Yeah.
to the class, I'd do my thing, I'd leave. But what the class offered was also community, and
Mhm.
those people became friends and we all connected. And we'll get into that a little bit later.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
one of the things I wanted to talk to you about with your dance classes and our audience is people getting out of these abusive relationships often have experienced trauma, and people say you need to get therapy, you need to get therapy. And a lot of them have all kinds of trust issues or they've tried therapists and it hasn't worked. But to me, dance is a way to also deal with that trauma. Have you noticed that? I mean, it sounds like for sure with the people in your class. Like, can you talk about how using your body can help heal as well?
Well, the thing is, I had actually 10 people coming up to me saying you are better than my therapist.
Right.
I was like, how? They said, well, they're saying, it's not me. They said, my head is somewhere else. I'm
Mm-hmm. Yes.
using my body a way that I wasn't using it before. And they couldn't even understand what was happening, you know, because the healing was so natural. And they're like, oh my God, Ralph, I stopped the pills thanks to you. I don't need the pills anymore,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. So it's
So
not just
I,
during the dance.
n-
It affects the rest of your life as well. It has
Exactly.
the
And
ripple effects.
I think it's not only the body. I think it's here.
It is. It's
It's
all
here.
there. Yeah.
It's all there, you know? So maybe the joy, maybe the fact that it's 1 hour and a half not thinking about the trauma, not thinking about, like being in a positive sphere spot, and the body can feel it, like it's a spirit, and like I don't know what to say more than that. Yeah, I think it's like a pause on
Yes.
hard life, if I can say it like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna write that
doing
down.
it, doing it every week or every 2 days, well, it's healing at times.
Yeah. I mean, I think that so first of all, when your body is doing something fun, it's producing pleasure hormones. So it's getting
That's
rid
it.
of the cortisol. So the oxytocin, that when people are saying they got off the pills, we hear that a lot when people are
Oh
doing
my
things that
God.
they enjoy
Yeah.
because it does the same, it has the same effect as the pills,
That's
the pleasure
exactly,
hormone.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what people are feeling. But also, I think about there's different types of therapy. There's something called EMDR, which is where your eyes have to look a certain way. And it's when you describe dancing
Hmm.
and people having to follow movements, the brain
Focus.
can't do those two things at the same time. It
Hmm.
can't like worry and spiral and also pay attention to doing a dance routine because there's no space for that. So
Hmm.
you are able, like you said, to put their brain on pause and focus on like, I'm here right now and this is what I'm doing. So all that gets
Exactly.
pushed to the side.
Yes.
And I'm also thinking about this book called The Power of Fun that we
Yes.
recommend to our clients. And the author talks about how fun is an activity which she defines as being connected to other people and without distraction. So when you're
Hmm.
talking about doing these classes for an hour and a half where somebody is like basically in what's called flow, they
Yes.
are not being interrupted. They can
Exactly.
connect to other people and just fully
Yes.
enjoy themselves. And that
Oh
itself
my
is healing
God.
too.
And I'm still in awe that you guys can feel it through videos.
Yes.
And it's like, how? It's
Yeah.
crazy
But
because
I mean, like, go,
what we are feeling in the studio, like in live, well, people are texting me saying that they can feel it in the videos also. And it
right,
makes
right.
me so happy. Oh my God.
Yeah. You've gotten comments from, I mean, it's like they're flying by,
Oh,
but people from all over the
oh, I haven't
world
read the
feel that,
the
yeah, so
comments.
you can't, you
Oh, I
won't be able
have
to
to
keep up.
watch them. Yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
guys. Thank you so so much. I'm seeing a lot of countries. Brazil for sure. I'm gonna go to Brazil for sure.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
US also, because I know a lot of people in the US want me to come for, workshops. But I have to work on my visa, my O1 visa, and I'm looking for a sponsor
Oh,
to have the visa. So I'm putting it out there if somebody
oh,
can
I'm
help
sure
me.
you'll see by the end of this interview. You never know what can happen.
Yeah, yeah,
Manifest.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I think yeah, people feel like from watching your videos, we feel that energy, but also I told you I have a subscription, so from doing the dances too,
Yeah.
it's really fun. Like you also pick this great music.
Yes.
How do you
I love music
how
so
do you
much.
choose that? How do you
It
decide which songs to do?
it needs to vibe with me. It
Hmm.
needs to vibe with me. And that's another question that people ask a lot. What is your style? What
Yeah.
is the style of dance? What is the style of dance? Well, it's a mix of Ralph being Haitian and a part American and a part French and a part like I take all my influences and that's it. Well, some people call it commercial and some people call it street jazz. And I think I'm just gonna invent a name for my dancing
Yes,
style because
you
I
need a
don't know how
brand
to call
name.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how to call it. So it's a mix, guys, because I'm seeing the comments like, what is the style? What is the style? It's a mix.
Yeah.
Um, so what were you saying? What was the question before? I talk
I
too
forgot.
much.
No, you don't. No, you don't, because I do too. And we go all over the place, but that's okay. That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
so we were talking about how you were saying how people are healing, saying you've changed
Yeah.
their lives and mentally. I know also people can get better from a lot of physical ailments. Like I know in my class, when I've talked to our teacher, he said there's a lot of cancer
Oh,
survivors who have
oh
joined the
yes.
class. Do you find that too? People who have physical issues that
Yes.
dance heals them physically as well as emotionally.
Yes, it's all well, it's not those kind of like disease per se, but I have people with, I'm 70 years old. Am I able to, to move my hips and they still come and they're here and they feel better and it's the exercise and the fun and oh, I messed up, but it's fine. But the body's moving, and they feel better. And next week when they come, like, Ralph, I did it. I tried it at home, but now I feel better and I'm gonna be I love them so
Yeah.
much.
I see
Yeah.
already like how I was going to say, how is your life affected
Uh
by your students and the subscriptions? And also thinking in the past when you said I didn't want to teach, I was too good for that.
no, and it wasn't that I wanted to. I was more focused on the music thing.
Yeah.
I wanted my music career to be the main thing for me, and the dancing took it in another
Yeah.
level. It's just that I wanted the music to be really the serious, and I didn't want people to take me, like, oh, he's a dance teacher and he wants to sing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why. So that's why I didn't want to be a teacher. But now look, I dance on Ramadan and people are starting to listen to my music thanks
Yeah.
to my
That's
dancing.
right. Well,
So
I
it
think
goes together.
people fall in love with you because of what you give to them that you don't
Exactly.
even know.
Yeah,
It's like you're the
exactly.
channel.
Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm.
So they want
Exactly.
more of it.
They
They
want
want more
more.
of this
They want
joy and
more.
feeling good, especially, post COVID, like the world is in a mental health crisis.
Yes, 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 for sure.
And a lot of countries don't have mental health providers. There's long waiting lists. You can't find the right person, but this is something that people can do right
Oh
now to
my
start
God.
feeling better
Hmm.
immediately.
Thank you for that.
Yeah,
I didn't even know I was doing that much good. Oh my God. I'm gonna start to cry.
that's okay.
Next question.
Okay, next question. Misconceptions about dance. People are like, I can't do it. I'm too overweight. I'm too old. Like, I'm self-conscious. So, what do you do when someone is sort of like, I don't know? How do you persuade people, especially persuading people you don't even know?
My catchphrase is the hardest thing is to come.
Hmm.
Once you're here, once you're there, that is the hardest part. Just come once when we're gonna start a choreo. They're
Right.
like, okay. They came 6 months after. They're like, told you,
Yes.
you know?
So it's
So
like
it's
keep coming back kind of
it's
thing.
keep coming back, but when you're seeing the videos, you can be scared. I can understand that. They're like, oh my God, they're professional. They are not professional people.
They like all of your students basically, because your videos, you focus on like one or two people and they all look some level of professional or very, very
They
practiced.
are not professional. They are working. Some of them are doctors. Some of them are secretaries. Some of them like they're doing this for fun.
Uh-huh.
They have 3, 4 children at home. They
Yeah.
look young, but they have four, 5 children at home. Um, the dad, he's a dad. Is like you see who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
The
oh, I know.
65 year.
Well, I love watching the men in your
He's
videos.
he's dancing with his wife next to her,
Oh,
next to him.
wow.
Like you see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all no. It's. I think when you see the videos, you're scared. And I can understand that when you're seeing this, you're like, oh my God, they've been dancing for years, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. No, no. That's the perception that we can
Hmm.
have when you're watching a video. I can
Yeah.
show you professional videos, like professional dancers dancing, and you can see the difference. If you're watching, you can say, okay, oh, okay, I see what you mean. This is like a professional dancer doing backflips and this and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only thing I can say is to come at least once because the choreographies, when you see it on the videos, we have to work. We work a lot. we do the move a lot. Like we are repeating and repeating. We mess up a lot.
Yep.
Most of the
Like anything,
videos,
right?
like
Like
anything,
anything.
most of the videos are videos after the choreography is done in a month because each choreography is taught like in 3 weeks or 4 weeks.
Yeah, and you're so with the subscription, like I'm watching oh my God, the one about If I Were a Rich Girl. Rich
Yeah,
Girl.
if I was a rich,
So
yeah,
you have it
exactly.
in like three
Three,
sections. And then the
exactly,
first
exactly. So
one is what, like 16 minutes or something.
16
You know,
seconds, you
six,
mean? Oh,
no.
oh, yeah,
The
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 video.
teaching part. Yeah,
Yes, the teaching part.
right. And you
Exactly,
go
exactly.
again
That would be
slowly
the
and
same thing in
yeah,
class.
yeah,
That would be the same thing in class. And it would take much longer because I have 70 or 80 people behind me.
right.
And everybody has to do the same thing. Everybody needs to be, and if I'm seeing somebody struggling, I'm I'm gonna go to that piece to that person and saying, "Don't worry, you're gonna have it."
Yeah,
The first time, of course, you're gonna have difficulties with your memories and steps, and but it's okay. Accept it. Most of them they
right.
want to have it now. No,
That
you
I
have to
think
take.
that's really important. And I
Yes, you.
think that there's a parallel to what you're doing and what we're doing is that acceptance. This is hard.
Yes,
Like there's no
accept it.
shortcuts, there's no quick fixes, there's no like I'm going to look like them after watching even
Yes,
one tutorial. Like
I.
it's going to take a lot of
That's what
practice.
yes,
But
that's why I tell all of them, mess up. That is part of the thing. Mess up and mess up and mess up. And after maybe a month or 2 months, yeah, you're not gonna mess up anymore. But it's part of the learning part of it's okay to mess up.
right,
Don't
right.
beat yourself.
That's
It's fine.
that's part of the process. That's why they say
Yes.
no one's an expert until 10,000 hours of
There you
practice. And God forbid our
exactly.
clients have 10,000 hours in the court system. They certainly probably do with their exes in terms of communication, but it takes a long time to get it. And people are always beating themselves up and thinking, I should know how to do this.
Yes.
Why aren't I getting this faster? Why it's the same thing like with what you do and why like I should know this. I should
Yes.
no, it's
Patience.
normal to
Patience.
feel
It's
uncomfortable.
no
It's
exactly.
normal to hate it at the beginning and be like,
Yes.
I don't want to do
Yes.
this. I'll do anything to get out of it. I feel stupid.
Hmm.
I messed up. Like, what if,
It's
it's
okay. It's not
horrible.
an audition. It's not
Right.
an audition. You're not gonna dance for Beyonce. You're just having fun. It's okay. It's like Marie Paul, the old lady, she's 75,
Oh
taking
my,
my classes.
yes, you need like more of that,
Oh,
especially for us women,
oh,
where there's such
oh
pressure
my
to be
God.
like young and sexy.
Oh,
That woman is amazing. Like
she's like, oh,
all of
Ralph,
those,
my memory's gone. I'm like, it's fine. And
it
it's
is fine.
it is fine. And we're working on it. And look at how great she's doing with the song, when she's doing this so graceful and beautiful. And
Right.
oh,
And
I love her so much.
everybody has
Anyways,
their own style. By the way, I just
everybody
saw a
has.
comment I want to
Hmm.
read to you. Someone said they've subscribed, they've been doing it. This person loves it and says, I'm a professional too, but the
Uh,
classes let this person have fun.
uh, thank you so, 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 so much for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So we were talking about misconceptions about
hmm.
dance. You said the main thing is you just have to show up. It's going to feel
Yes.
uncomfortable. The most important thing is just accept the
Accept.
discomfort and
Exactly.
and keep
Ex-
coming. Keep trying it.
Exactly.
And it's
Exactly.
hard.
Exactly. And it's
Yeah.
hard and it's okay. And just keep on going. And at one point, it's going to be okay. And you're
And
going to
you're
be
going to feel
surprised.
great. And also, I think, again, comparing it to what we do with our clients, is there's moments along the way you're going to feel such triumph. You're going to build
Yes.
your confidence with being able to do something that you never thought you could do. You know,
Exactly.
like
Well,
I
I have a
know as
lot
I've
of
been
them.
watching the rich girl, like just video one, just video, like I'm starting to remember those moves, like
Yes.
just
Yes.
starting to remember. I got
Hmm.
to catch up with the speed part,
Yes.
but just the moves, I'm like, I'm getting
Yes.
there.
Yes,
So
yes, yes. It's a process, you know? And I
yeah.
have a lot of students coming up to me after 6 months or 3 months. Oh my God, I did it, I did it. And they're crying, and I'm crying with them. I'm like, do you remember your first class? Yes, I remember. Look at you now. And we are crying together like I'm a mess. Oh my God.
No, but it's great. But that's what you mentioned too. We do that as well as like noting progress.
Yes,
Noting progress. Like, look
yes.
where you were then, and here's where you are now. And I think
Mm,
I
mm,
told you
mm,
one of
mm,
our
mm.
hashtags with our clients is from puddle to ninja. There's
Yes,
a lot just
I love
coming
it.
out of the puddle phase and being like, I don't feel that person's voice in my head as much. Like I
Mm,
learned to stand up for myself. I'm able to see things really differently.
yes.
And I'm proud of myself. Like no one's been proud of you for a long time.
Uh,
You can be proud of yourself
mhm.
from doing
So
stuff like
that is like made me realize, made me remember something. I don't know how old she is. She must be maybe 50. And she's one of the women that told me that she's not taking the pills anymore
that.
because of my classes.
Hmm.
And she's like, well, thank you, Ralph, because, I post my videos on my Instagram and I'm showing to my kids and my husband, blah, blah, blah. And my mom came up to me and she was like, oh, don't post those videos anymore. Anyways, you don't dance that well.
Oh.
Putting her down. And
Mm.
I understood that was the trauma that she had for a long, long, long time with that mother putting her down. And I, started talking to her, and I wanted to understand more. And she's like, well, my mother always wanted to be a dancer.
Oh, wow.
So seeing her kid being, like dancing that good, she didn't like
Mhm.
it. And she's putting her down, putting her down, putting her down. I'm like, well, don't listen to her. She's projecting her own
Right,
insecurities right now.
right, right. And that resentment,
Okay.
and
That
I'm
resentment. It's
thinking
not
too
you.
with someone that's grown up with that has probably had other relationships with people where they repeat what's familiar
Oh,
because we gravitate towards what we know.
yes. Yes. You see,
So
so she thanked me because of that, and she's like, well, I'm off the pills now,
yeah.
and I feel great, you
Well, I
know?
mean, one of the best ways to prevent those difficult relationships or to deal with them is through confidence.
Yeah,
To know you're
yeah.
secure in yourself, to say,
Mm,
I feel good. I
mm,
don't care if what you think about whether how
yes.
great I look or not, but I am happy doing this and I'm going to keep doing it.
But
And I'll post it if I
a
want to.
mom, coming from a mother, that's
Yeah,
hard.
that is really hard.
That is
The
hard, It's not a
primary
friend, it's your
right,
mother. That's
right.
hard.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But again,
I'm
that goes back to like acceptance and
yes.
self-acceptance. So
Mm, mm,
my mom's
mm,
not going to accept me, and we have a lot in our community too. We have a
yes.
lot of clients who come from toxic families of origin. Sometimes their own families have aligned with their abuser
Mm,
against them.
mm,
I know one of our clients just wrote to us and said they found out their ex and their kids spent a holiday with their family, and our
that's
client was
hard.
alone. So
That's
yeah,
hard.
it
That's
is.
hard.
So, but
Yeah.
things like what you have and what we have too, but not in the same way, are
Hmm.
community. I think
Yes.
community is such a benefit of what you do. I mean, certainly for those of us watching or subscribing, we're not there, but we can feel there. But
I'm
you
gonna create
have like this
I'm
live
gonna create a
community.
community with you guys. I'm thinking about it
Okay.
already to make, lives, like, go further with
Yeah.
it. I just started, so I'm
Yeah.
thinking about a lot of things.
Good.
Don't
Good.
worry.
Good. Good. Okay. So, any advice for someone who's like, okay, I came to class, but I still have all this self-consciousness, and how do you get them on the dance floor? Like, do you kind of take their hand and shimmy out there? Like, how do
That's
you get them
hard.
where they're like,
That's
do they
hard
just
because
watch for a while? Do
yes,
people just, how does it start? Where someone who's really like, I'll go, but
shy.
red, yes.
It needs to come from themselves. It
Mhm.
needs, I cannot force anyone, like, to be on the dance floor because last week I had two girls, they were hiding, literally hiding. I'm like, why you guys hiding? Well, we're not good. I'm like, nobody's good at first. It's fine. And the thing is, they think people are gonna judge them
Mhm.
because, but no one is judging anyone because everybody's everybody's thinking about themselves. You don't have
Right.
any time to be looking at the person and say, "Oh my God, what is she doing? Oh, what is he doing?"
Right.
That is not the class, you know.
Yeah.
But the first time I can understand that they feel some type of way, but I just need to be patient with them, and so that they can understand it's a safe space, and it's it's like a third or fourth or fifth time coming and saying, "Oh, actually, let me go." And it just come by themselves. I don't force anyone to come to dance, you know.
Yeah.
They are in the class, and I put the music and everything. I'm like, okay, let's go, let's do this, and everybody, and I have my smile, like my natural smile is there. I'm like,
Yeah.
good, good. You messed up, it's fine. Let's do it again. Oh, you messed up, let's do it again. And they just need to be at ease. They just need to be. They feel safe, and when they feel safe, they're gonna come by themselves. I don't need to do this or that. I just naturally just let them come by themselves.
Yeah, as you're talking, you're reminding me of like our my teacher here, and a lot of times people in the class would bring their kids and the
Yeah,
kids they just sit there because they're like, oh, try, and the kids like, no, especially teens and
yeah,
tweens are like, I don't want to go with my parents like to a
yeah.
dance class, and so they'd be sitting on the side, and then we do our dance, and like you, it was so much fun, and the music was so amazing that the kids would start doing it, and now
They-
they take the class
they-
too, and they are
they-
saying, when is the next class? Like,
there
when
you
can we go? I'm going to
go.
go with you. So it's like
Exactly.
another generation that's exposed to
Hmm.
something that now they're doing like something so healthy.
Yes. Oh, I
So,
love it.
yeah. So I was gonna say like any other so we talked about like misconceptions about dance. Any other things you'd want to say about the power of dance in feeling better, healing trauma, just feeling good about yourself. And then I want you to talk about how people can find you.
Well, I think I kind of said everything that I wanted to say.
Mhm.
Um, But I think the it's the age thing. Some people think they're
Okay.
too old to come to dance, and that is a big no for me. There's no age. Um, and it's a personal thing. Like you need to work on yourself or with yourself, to just come and try it. It's fine, there's no age to dance. There's no age to have a good time. Like,
It's good
like
for your brain as you get
yes,
older. Like super, like
exactly.
older people should be dancing because it
Yes.
forces your brain to remember things and your body to follow. So it's
Yes,
the opposite.
yes, 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 yes.
So keep posting those videos of the older people,
Yeah.
the overweight people who are like, I'm going to do it once I get in shape.
hmm
This is
I
how
have
you
a
get
lot
in
of
shape.
DMs. Yeah, I have a lot of DMs like, oh, I am so not good at dancing and blah blah blah. Well, try. It's fine.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, they go negative at first. That's the first thing they say. Oh, I'm not gonna be good at this.
right.
Have you tried? Just try. you know just try and you'll see what happens. Yeah, so I think I kind of said like, all the things that I wanted to say, because we talked about some people not being on pills anymore because of the dancing, um
Right.
some people going through their divorce like in a happy mood, being in a happy mood while being
So
divorcing or divorced.
yeah, that's especially
So many
high
women, Lisa,
conflict. Yeah.
so many women, so many women. You saved my life. Or in France we have the how you call it, sécurité sociale. It's like social. Everything is reimbursed when you're going to the hospital. We have the
Oh, okay,
government,
like the health. Okay,
the health
healthcare. We don't have.
care.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we don't have
You
that.
you you guys don't have that, but we have
That's
that.
another
They are
trauma people are dealing
exactly. All of my students are saying your classes have to be reimbursed by the government.
because it's
That's
a
how good it
form of
is.
taking care of your health and
Yes, that's how good it is.
prevention rather than pills.
That would be
Yeah.
the last thing that I would say about the dancing. Like for me, this is it. That's a fact. Like saying that, I'm like, wow. Like more than 20 people saying the same thing. Oh my God, the government need to do something with your class because it is doing good to our body and
So
mind.
that's your next project, to be like national healthcare
Oh my
service.
God.
Seriously. Seriously. All
Maybe.
right.
I don't know.
Well,
So
so
where can you guys
yeah.
find me? Well, I think you guys are following me on Instagram already, the dancing part. I have my Instagram, the music part. Go follow me there too. It's only Ralph Beaubrun.
Mhm.
And yes, I think most of them are listening to my songs already, but I have a new song coming out in January 10th. Yes.
Ooh,
And of course, which means we're gonna be dancing on it. So the thing is, sometimes when you know a song beforehand, it's easier when you're gonna learn a choreography. Yep.
really? Oh, that's good to
Yes.
know. I'm glad
Yes.
you said that. Okay.
Yes. And a lot of students, they understood that. They're like, okay, what are you going to dance on February on that song? And they keep listening to the song, you know? So when
Mm.
I'm going to explain something on doing, okay, so you're going to do this when she says face, they'll
Mhm.
understand it because they know the song already.
Yeah, it's
You
so
see what
interesting because I
I
keep thinking about your mathematical engineering background and how that has had such a positive influence in terms of dancing and choreography. Very
Yes.
exact, detail oriented.
Yes, and
Yeah.
that is what makes it beautiful when you're watching it because it's so precise on, the words, if I was a rich girl,
Yes,
la la
yes,
la
yes.
la 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 la. So it's so musical,
Right.
like
Yes,
you're gonna be dancing with me right now, Lisa.
I know. I know. It's so much fun. Well, thank you so much, Ralph, for taking the time, especially
Thank
while
you
you're
for having
traveling.
me.
We have
Yeah,
to
thank
do
you
this
for having
again.
me.
We'll talk.
Of
We'll talk.
course, whenever you want, whenever you want. And thank you for everybody that stayed here. We 140 people. Oh my God. Thank you.
Oh,
I'm
there's been
72.
more, people, it's their
Yeah.
Sunday. They're doing all kinds of stuff, but there's been a lot of requests to post this. So we will post the recording in like a few minutes after we get off.
Yes, and go take the tutorials, guys. Hi, Joanne. You're 72. Age is just a number. Go take the tutorial, guys. If you cannot dance with me, you'll see the difference. Try
Oh,
it. Okay?
actually, when
So,
you said guys, that reminds me. I had made a comment on one of your posts about you had filmed two men dancing. I said, this is what we want. We want men who know how to dance with us. That's what makes us
ah,
happy. We want men who can clean and cook, but dance. Dance is fun.
dance.
You know, when you go
It's
out dancing and you
fun.
find a guy and he
Yes.
knows how to dance,
Yes.
even if he's not great at it, but just is having fun, that is so attractive.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. It is. Go
Yeah.
take the tutorial, guys. Go subscribe. Everything is on my page on Instagram, the link.
Yes. And
There you
of
go.
course, I'm going to post that there and keep posting it. But thank you so
Yes.
much, Ralph. Happy
Thank you for
holidays,
having
and we
me.
will talk soon.
We'll talk soon. Happy holidays. Thank you
Okay.
again, Lisa. Bye bye,
Bye.
guys. Bye.